Trucker Television is brought to you by JD Factors, charting a path to growth. Bryson Insurance, your partner in success for family and business. Diesel Spec, engine tuning experts. Welcome to Trucker Television, the best of the trucking world. This week on Trucker Television, more trucks at RPM Havelock, the show that has it all. Rig of the week, M&M 1968 GMC Chackerbox. Truck pulls at Truck and Roll on Coeur. But first, Sulfuric Acid Hazmat with LAIDLAW Tank LP.
We're at the terminal in Cardinal right now. I'm just getting my truck all washed up because we like to look good going down the road. This stuff comes out of Valleyfield, Quebec, but I'm heading down to New York State with this load. But I've been pulling acid probably since I was, I'd say 27. So I've been doing it off and on for quite a long time.
I just like that you don't have a boss over your shoulder every minute of the day. I got into trucking back in 1999, and I've been with it ever since. We mostly just load out of Valleyfield, Quebec, out in North Valco, and from there I've traveled down to New Brunswick, northern New Brunswick. I've traveled a lot into Quebec. We do the odd drop in Ontario here, and I'll soon be heading south of the border.
We do a lot of food grade glucose, fructose, delivered to a lot of the breweries, paper mills, we do dry bulk starch to there, invertose to bakeries. Our newest contract is North Valco, sulfuric acid, which we base out of Valleyfield.
This is a dedicated acid trailer. The few features about this trailer, this is solid stainless 3/16 stainless steel. It's more acid resistant. You might notice, compared to other trailers, this is a very skinny barrel. And it's skinny like that because acid is 15.3 pounds per gallon. So we try to restrict its movement inside the barrel. So that's why most acid trailers are skinny like that. I think the capacity is about 4,200 gallons, which is almost half of what a normal for-hire tanker operates at. Acid doesn't freeze, that's why it's not insulated, at least at this percentage, this concentration. We do haul some that's a different concentration which might freeze. So we do have a few that are insulated, but acid doesn't really freeze, that's why this trailer is not insulated. This is a typical connection for an acid trailer. We bolt our hoses on because we don't use the quick connect because that might come off. We actually bolt the hose on. And 90% of our customers have this connection at their storage tank. We do have 10% where they have a quick connect. We carry two hoses, one with strictly with this end and one with a quick connect for those 10% that don't have that. So we'll adapt to whatever the customer wants. But that's unique to an acid trailer. This is the connection where we pump air into the trailer. It's hard piped up to the top. I have a shaft-driven compressor under here, which the truck's got to be running, but it turns a drive shaft that turns the compressor, and I'll start pumping air into this trailer. So I'll get enough pressure on, then I open up the valves and the air pushes the liquid out. So this is where it all connects up. So we would just flow it from there up to into the trailer.
Colin is married, has kids and a grandbaby, and he lives in Cornwall. He drives one of our bunk trucks, and he's been with LAIDLAW, well, since we got the contract from North Valco for the acid board. He gets the job done. He does. He's very consistent. He always makes sure the job is safe and properly done, and he's popular with customers. He does a good job. He's a good driver. I do all the administration work here. I prep all the payroll paperwork and the billing paperwork for the head office in Woodstock, and I also do some assistant dispatching with Tim. I grew up in the industry. I've spent numerous summers driving with Dad around. Always remember, the drivers can't see you as much as you can see them. Growing up in the truck, you realize you have a different perspective, and I think that's something that everybody should experience at some point in their life, being in the passenger seat of a truck, to see what they can and can't see. And I think that's valuable knowledge for everybody on the roads.
Clean truck and a sunny day, so life is good.
After the break, truck pulls at Truck and Roll on Coeur.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Diesel spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel spec?
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomotive Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School. Training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. We understand the movement of goods from anywhere to anywhere in the world. We connect the dots and add clarity to life. And that's what supply chain does. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
Spady Transport. Now hiring owner-operators. Join today and work for the very best. Now hiring owner-operators. Spady Transport.
Trucker Television is brought to you by Forbes Hewlett Transport. Don't follow, join. Quick Truck Lube. 2 convenient locations, fast and professional service. 12 Gauge Customs. Check our website for tons of chrome. Drive Logistics. Owner-operators wanted. Drive home a winner. California Custom Polishes. Quit wasting time with products that don't work.
The DBF4 fuel conditioner from ProLab is the solution for all diesel-powered engines.
When I first started using DBF4 from ProLab, I saw a huge difference with my truck. I got more power from the engine, better acceleration, and much less fumes out of my exhaust pipe.
At CMW Express, we have been using DBF4 from ProLab for almost 10 years, and we have saved thousands of dollars in repair and fuel costs.
With any diesel-powered engine, use ProLab DBF4 and save big.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Herb Transport. Another cool move.
My sons wanted to come and we'll just go for a ride, like to show the truck off. I'm pretty proud of it, and so was my father.
When I was a kid, my uncle would take me on rides on summer vacation, or we held a lot of Christmas trees in the winter before Christmas, so I took a lot of rides with my uncles, and my mother was the dispatcher and everything, so we were born in trucking, so that's why I'm doing it now. It's the place to be. It's the best show in Quebec, and I've done a few shows in the U.S. Over the year, and I think it's the place to be. It's family oriented and a lot for the kids, and it's for a good cause. And Menik, the guy who does the show, is a pretty good guy, so you need to come over and spend a little money for a good cause.
We live about 45 miles west of here, and it's my second annual here at Bedford. And actually, this show here used to be held in the town where I'm from, out of Huntington. It's for a good cause, for the children, and I know when it used to be, I think in St. Blaise, I knew one of the gentlemen who had a child that was involved in the show, so it's always kept with me. Used to drive a truck for 22 years. I drove coast to coast a bit, mostly in the eastern seaboard. Quit driving in 2003. Another passion in life, I guess you could call it. In 1981, when I started to drive, there was a few conventionals around. Mainly there were cab-overs, and hey, that's what we started with. And we, I guess, knew no better. And but still today, I still love driving the cab-over. They're great in traffic and for visibility and that. But fortunately, now everything's got to conventionals and the sloped hoods models. February of 2013, I purchased this 1980 Kenworth in the state of Oklahoma. Bought it, drove it home, and it has a 3408 Caterpillar motor, a rare motor with the engine with the brake saver, 15 overdrive, 256-inch wheelbase. I just do show and shines with it. Nice truck to drive, get a lot of compliments on it.
But the band on stage just brought it home.
It's a 1983 W9B model, short hood. My dad used to be a broker for Fortin, so he ran the eastern seaboard all his life, 43 years. I bought the truck from him in '98, and my dad passed away in 2002. My dad was a trucker's trucker. He's the guy that left on Sunday night. His shoes were polished, and his truck was always clean. And that's why it's like this today. It's a 350 with a 13-speed. It's got a new way suspension. We stretched the frame 40 inches, and we repainted it, polished it up pretty good. Polar Bear would have been pretty proud to see it like this. Miss him every day. I'm the owner of that Peterbilt 2005. It's got 2 million kilometers on it. It's got a Cummins engine on it. It's a Viper Red in color. It's got a 280 wheelbase, and I'm the owner for the last 2 years. I bought the truck from a friend, Yannick Thibault, and I'm just trying to keep it up. The Yannick did all the custom work on the truck, so I'm just trying to keep up with the Yannick's work. I'm based out of Marbleton, Quebec. It's about an hour from here. I was born and raised there. It's not a job, it's a passion. It's a passion. I don't do it because I make a lot of money. I do it because I love it, and I like my truck, and I like driving down the road. We'll keep it cool, we keep it clean, and keep the family tradition rolling around.
break, rig of the week, and 4 trucks at RPM Havelock, the show that has it all.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
A leading authority in dry van transportation. The only call you need to make for all your shipping requirements. Spady Transport, carrying your business load.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomotive Systems, transportation specialists.
Ontario Truck Driving School, training for your future. Your path to success. Thousands of jobs.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
Challenger Motor Freight. Once you get into trucking, it gets in your blood. There's something about it, you're connected to it. It's that movement of freight, that interaction of man and machine. Join our team and go the distance.
Time to trick out your big rig? Check out ZZ Chrome's huge inventory of high-end chrome and stainless accessories, bumpers, visors, pipes, LED lighting, and more. Plus custom fabrication and installation. Find us online at zzchrome.com.
The DBF4 fuel conditioner from ProLab is the solution for all diesel-powered engines.
When I first started using DBF4 from ProLab, I saw a huge difference with my truck. I got more power from the engine, better acceleration, and much less fumes out of my exhaust pipe.
At CMW Express, we have been using DBF4 from ProLab for almost 10 years, and we have saved thousands of dollars in repair and fuel costs.
With any diesel-powered engine, use ProLab DBF4 and save big.
My name is Amy Taylor from Kentville, Nova Scotia. I took first place in the Digby truck bobtail races. So it was side-by-side race in downtown Digby, right on the main street where they hold all kinds of different events. It's a 1968 GMC Chackerbox with a 671 Detroit in it, and it's loud. Not comfortable to drive, it's really rough, and you bounce around a lot. You don't want to armor all the seats. Kyle Busch would be my father's favorite NASCAR driver, so he put the Kyle Busch on that, and then I took it out about a year ago and started driving it, and I can drive it really well, so I kind of took it over. We take the truck out for birthday parties and proms and do all kinds of little truck shows around where we're from. My father has a big passion for it too and collects all of his trucks. Just having fun with it, that's all.
My father drove truck, and you know, trucks have been in our lives for forever. But I collect antique 18-wheelers. I got a bunch of them all restored home. And I'm just a collector, I guess what you call it. This is a 1975 W900A model, V12 Detroit. I get pretty well all restored here now. It works good.
It's a 2001 Kenworth W900L. It's a one-owner truck. A couple teamed it back and forth to California. Pretty much, from my understanding, pretty much a steady, dedicated run. It's got 4 million kilometers on it. When I bought it, the thing was beautiful. I didn't need to go to this extent that I did, but it wasn't mine. So I turned it into mine and to
it was white
my
and
taste.
red.
It was a beautiful looking truck.
With a beige interior.
And when I made the deal with the couple, I wasn't going to flip it, wasn't going to sell it right away or do anything. I was going to build it, and we just built her up.
Oh, I'm gonna take it on down the street. Oh, I'm gonna take it on.
I don't know where to start. Between the grill, our skirts, there's probably 150 lights on the truck that you don't really see until tonight. Most of them are hidden because every light on that truck's got to work. If you go through the scales or whatever else, so if you can't see them and they don't work, like switches, you can shut them all off. Just run your basic what you need. The fenders made by Class 8. I've had trucks sponsored me for some lights. They're an awesome set of lights. I'm just trying to think.
The fuel tanks and the air breathers and all that, they're all original. All the battery boxes are original from this truck. They've been just polished. We, with our polish.
California Customs.
They've been brought back.
Last weekend at Pipes and Power in Orono, I took People's Choice, which is a big honor. That's not a judge walking around, maybe he doesn't like red, maybe he doesn't like green and for a color. That's the people walking around, filling out the ballot, put it in the box, and that was, I'm pretty proud of that.
I'm still a truck driver. I've got to, put my hours in there just like everybody else. You try to find that free time to work on the convoy, and we've got a great team of supporters, volunteers, and committee members. Hey, you truckers out there, get your pink on this year with Trucking for a Cure and bring the family, and let's have a great time.
I'm gonna take it on down the street. Oh, I'm gonna take it on down the street.
After the break, more from RPM. Woo!
Challenger Motor Freight. We understand the movement of goods from anywhere to anywhere in the world. We connect the dots and add clarity to life. And that's what supply chain does. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
Diesel Spec. Tuning for performance and fuel economy.
It's a big difference for the transport with the price of the fuel. They do a great job. I was doing about 5.7 miles per gallon. Now I average between 7.5 and 8 miles per gallon.
Is fuel economy important to you? How can you not call Diesel Spec?
Spady Transport, now hiring owner-operators. Join today and work for the very best. Now hiring owner-operators. Spady Transport.
Looking for a new opportunity? Fleetway Transport is now hiring company drivers and owner-operators for flatbed and heavy haul. Join the Fleetway family. Apply today at fleetwaytransport.com.
New Line Spray Suppression. Email us a picture of your truck and you can win a set of New Line fenders and be on national TV. New Line at truckertelevision.com. New Line Spray Suppression.
LAIDLAW Carriers, Van LP.
They pay me well, they have a good fuel surcharge calculation program, and they have the type of loads I like to haul in a dry van.
Now hiring company drivers and owner-operators.
Trucker Television, by truckers for truckers. Celebrating life on the road. Trucker Television advertising. Speaking to truckers like no other. Oh yeah, always remember, watch for the brake checks.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank is seeking liquid tank owner-operators. Competitive fuel surcharge program. Base plates, border crossings, and tolls paid. Our people and equipment set us apart.
Now hiring company drivers, women and men. Late model, all Peterbilt fleet. Dependable runs, great pay and benefits. Locomote Systems, transportation specialists.
LAIDLAW Carriers Tank Sudbury office is now hiring quality owner-operators. Company drivers also wanted. 4 days on, 4 days off option. Our people and our equipment set us apart.
Trucker Television is brought to you by Forbes Hewlett Transport. Don't follow, join. Quick Truck Lube. 2 convenient locations, fast and professional service. 12 Gauge Customs. Check our website for tons of chrome. Drive Logistics. Owner-operators wanted. Drive home a winner. California Custom Polishes. Quit wasting time with products that don't work.
I got into it because my dad was in it, and ever since I was a little kid, I always went with him every time I could. And my late teens, early 20s, I was just out working, and I wasn't much into trucking at that point. And he said to me, why don't you give it a try, get your own truck? And that was in 1985. I was 21 years old. Ironically, the first truck I had was a blue Western Star. And yeah, that's how it all got started. It's a 2011 Western Star. I just bought it last year. It was brand new, although it was 2 years old. 500 Cummins, 18 speed. Trailer's a 2013 Great Dane, 53-foot polished stainless. I painted it to match the truck. It's got dump valves in the rear axles. That front axle's a lift axle for when I'm hauling the flowers. They're pretty light loads. A few doodads here and there, and try to keep it shiny.
This truck here was the truck I had when my dad died. It was the last truck my dad had. It was a 58 GM. So it was in the fence corner, grew up with a brush around it, and of course, then you kind of realized that you should restore it, so we did. It's a GM with a 283 in it. Yeah, that's they were a good motor at that time. They were a very fast motor, but yeah, that's what's in it. And we have quarries in this area, you know, so Havelock's a big area for us, you know, local. A lot of our employees come from the Havelock, Norwood area.
My dad started a business in 1979. One truck, drove it himself, and built a big business and sold it, and then we started another small business together. A fella approached me one day and he said, I have a truck that I think that you might like, and it's really rough, but my wife wants me to haul it to the scrapyard. Are you interested? It looks like your Lone Star 2010. They're very similar. It might be the, you know, back in the day. And I said, well, okay. So it was just a dream I had, and thought, well, you know, I can build this truck, so I'm going to, and I did. It has a Cummins B-Series motor out of a 99 Dodge, so it's 250 horse, so you could use it as a daily driver. And I just have a regular, just a 5-speed transmission in it. It's more of a parade vehicle than anything, right? But you could hook onto it and tow something, I mean, if you want to. It's set up, ready to go. We have some other ones too, a few Kenworths, and a lot of truck and pup, handful of dump trailers, lots of live bottoms. We're able to service all our customers and with whatever they need.
It's our hometown, right? Our office is actually just around the corner. So we've got quite a few pony pups over there at the yard that were still working yesterday, so they couldn't make it. But it's a 2012 International Pro Star. It's got a live bottom trailer on it. The trailer's 3 years old, and we just polished her up. It's got a max force, 16 liter in it.
We have a few of everything. We got a few internationals. We got the Volvo over there. In our fleet, we're looking for most of them 2005 or newer. Now we do have this one here, which has an older style look to it. The other ones you'll see that kind of got the newer looks to them. Everybody has an age in their fleet that they want to go to. They don't want to go over that. We're kind of that way, but we have a few that are a little bit older ones that are done the retro look, and we like those too. They're good for shows like this, right?
Send us a picture of your truck and you could win a set of New Line fenders. Working trucks, show trucks, new trucks, old trucks. Send us a picture of your truck. You will be entered into the second annual Trucker Television New Line Fender Contest. Next week on Trucker Television. Rig of the Week, Motors Cool 1997 Freightliner. The Challenger Motor Freight Trucker Olympics. Truck pulls at Truck and Roll on Coeur. And Sulfuric Acid Hazmat with LAIDLAW Tank LP. Trucker Television is brought to you by Wasp Cam, the sports action camera Trucker Television uses. Be on Trucker Television, supporting trucking for a cure. Robert Transport. We care. We take charge.
Coming home at